Uh, Hello, everyone. This is Amy of AJC Magic TV. I'd like to welcome you all in this evening. Thank you all for joining. I hope you are having a happy Wednesday. Today we'll be doing we do the pop culture. I'm going to start off with some 80s questions and then some other then we'll get into everything. Welcome in Donna, Sebastian the Crab, Kevin Theme Park Adventures, Dewey the Disney Dog, Penny JS. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. And we'll get started. So happy Wednesday today. I know at 6:30, Live in the Magic will be live at the Magic Kingdom. Also, there will be the Dissonant crew. I know Joy S is going live. This Our Dreams will be live tomorrow. Welcome in KDY. Hello, Dave Stragan. Thank you for joining. Check out Dean of the Live Place, theliveplace.com. He goes live on Thursdays. It's at 7 p.m., I believe. I was watching the replay, and I actually sat in one of his streams, and then last week I totally forgot about it because I had some different things going on. But I had watched the replay today of his show, and he had Keith and Joey and Lisa on, and it was pretty good about the sports. So they've been doing a variety show, him and Tea Time Mary Ellen. Welcome in Main Street Nick. So we'll do the pop culture. I'm going to start off with some 80s questions. The 80s questions will be different. Also, you never know when I go live, so make sure that notification bell is rung. Because I know last night I did a 80s movies night questions. There's still a lot more questions for that particular topic, was the 80s movies. But we'll get started here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to change it up now for everyone. I'm going to experiment with this. If you are the first person to get the answer correct, you will get 2 points. And then everyone else will get 1 point that gets it correct. I hope you're not cheating and copying off of each other, but it's understandable that happens. But I just want to kind of change it up a little bit. This way it gives everybody a chance to get on the board, and we'll see who ends up being the winner. So 2 points for the first person to get the correct answer, and 1 point for everyone after that. And there will be a cutoff, though, once I give the answer. If you're not on my screen before I go and give the answer, you will not get the point. So just remember that. But let me say hello to everyone, and we'll get started. Welcome in Main Street Nick, Katie Y. Thank you for joining. Movie Mania Nick, Dave Stragan, Zippity Doo Dug. And we'll get started. It's going to be 1980s, the 1980s. So here we go. Who was the first female justice appointed to the U.S. Supreme Court in 1981? Who was the first female justice appointed to the U.S. Supreme Court in 1981? And we have our answer. It is Sandra Day O'Connor. Sandra Day O'Connor. So Donna gets the 2 points. She was first. Then we have Dave Stragan. Then we have Kevin. Zippity Doo Dug. With Sandra Day O'Connor. What? I was 1 year old. I don't know that. So, what decade do you know Movie Mania, Nick? Besides movies, because I'm gonna do more of the movie trivia. Um, whether it's the 80s and 90s movies. So hopefully you can join. Okay, here we go. Next question. What popular music video channel launched in 1981, changing the way people consume music? Okay, Movie Maniac, no problem. What popular music channel launched in 1981, changing the way people consume music? And we have our answer. It is MTV. MTV. So we have Donna, then Zippity Doo Dug, Movie Mania Nick, Dave Stragan, you're too funny, and Kevin. You never know. Okay, the last 80s question. And then whoever gets this first, they can pick either the 80s or we'll go with the other topics. Here we go. Who played the character Marty McFly in the film Back to the Future, released in 1985? Who played the character Marty McFly in the film Back to the Future, released in 1985? And we have our answer. It is Michael J. Fox. Michael J. Fox. So Sebastian the Crab gets it first. And we have Zippity Doo Dug, Donna, Dave. You didn't put the full name. You get a half point there. And Kevin, Theme Park Adventures. I'm watching on my phone. It is faster than the net. Yes. Welcome in, Dre Houston. Thank you for joining. Okay, here's the next question. Welcome in, Jennifer Caruso. Hello, hello, Samantha. Hello. Great stream earlier today. Okay, here we go. Next question. What was the name of the artificial intelligence in the film War Games, released in 1983? What was the name of the artificial intelligence in the film War Games, released in 1983? Would you like to play a game? That is the quote that he made, but what was the name of the computer system? Leg. Dave, you should actually have the best internet because you're closest to me, you and Doug. But what was the name of the artificial intelligence in the film War Games, released in 1983? And I do see the answer. Zippity Doo Dug gets it first with Joshua. With Joshua. Welcome in, Mike B. That's my husband's guess, Ripley. That's a good guess, but it was Joshua. That was the name of the guy's son. but Joshua. So Zippity Doo Dug. Then we have Dave Stragan and Kevin. Good job. Okay, Doug wants the 80s. Doug wants the 80s. Welcome in, Mike B. Here we go. What band sang the popular song Sweet Child of Mine in 1987? What band sang the popular song Sweet Child of Mine in 1987? And we have the answer. It is Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses. So Zippity Doo Dug gets it first. Then we have Donna, Mike Beachman, Kevin, Dave, and Dre Houston. And Dre. Are you sticking with the 80s, Doug? Okay, the 80s. Here we go with the 1980s. Who released the hit song Like a Virgin in 1984? Who released the song Like a Virgin in 1984? And we have our answer. It is Madonna. Madonna. Dre Houston got it first today. Then we have Sebastian the Crab. Zippity Doo Dug. Donna. Kevin. And Mike Beachman. Good job, everyone. Okay, Dre, you can stick with the 80s. We have the 50s, 60s, 70s, 90s, and 2000s. So you can stay with the 80s or pick another decade. Okay, she would like the 70s. The 1970s. Welcome in, Kathy Hollister. Thank you for joining. Here we go with the 1970s. I give up. Too much lag. I saw Dre's answer before you even started the question. Oh wow, sorry to hear that. Well, you're up in the top. You have 6 points, Dave. You have 6 points. Right now, Zippity Doo Dug is in the lead. Here we go with the question from the 1970s. In 1970, players and coaching staff from which university football team were tragically killed in a plane crash? In 1970, players and coaching staff from which university football team was tragically killed in a plane crash? And we have the answer. It is Marshall. Marshall. And Zippity Doo Dug gets it first with Marshall. Then Dre Houston. Kevin, Donna, hello, LSU mom. Welcome in. No problem, Emily. You'll be able to catch up. Because if you answer first, you get 2 points. If you're the first person to answer, you get 2 points. So you could catch up. Because Donna was winning, and I'll give you a halftime score right now. Donna has 7 points. Dave Stragan, 6 points. Kevin, 7 points. Zippity Doo Dog, 10 points. Movie Mania Nick, 2 points. Sebastian the Crab, 3 points. Mike Beachman, 2 points. And Dre Houston, 5 points. So here we go. And Doug is sticking with the 70s. Launched in 1979, model TPS L2 was the first what? Launched in 1979, model TPS L2 was the first what? There's some good answers there. Some good answers out there. We'll see who gets the answer. I do have one person with the correct answer. It is a Sony Walkman. A Sony Walkman. So Dre Houston gets the answer with a Walkman. Good job, Dre. But it is the Walkman. Sony Walkman. Way to go. Okay, Dre, you get to pick the category. Are you sticking with the 70s or going to another one? Okay, she's going with the 80s. The 1980s. Here we go. Who had a hit song, Living on a Prayer, in 1986? Who had a hit song, Living on a Prayer, in 1986? And we have the answer. It is Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi. So we have Sebastian the Crab was first. Then LSU Mom. Welcome to the board. Then we have Zippity Doo Dog. Then Donna. Then we have Dre Houston. Yeah, where is Rob Fuzz? Then we have Kevin. Hello, Nico the Greco. Welcome in. And he has John Bon Jovi also. Nico the Greco. So welcome to the board. Okay, Sebastian the Crab. You can pick the next category. I will say you only get the answer once, so if you put in the wrong answer and change it, you will not get the point. Unless it's a typo, because I do see the answers coming through. So you only get one chance to answer. Okay, she's sticking with the 80s, the 1980s. Who starred as the character Axel Foley in the film Beverly Hills Cop, 1984? Who starred as the character Axel Foley in the film Beverly Hills Cop in 1984? And we have our answer. It is Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy. So we have Zippity Doo Dog. Then we have Donna. Katie Y. Welcome to the board. Then we have Kathy Hollister. Welcome to the board. Then we have Dre Houston. Kevin. And that was it. Let's see. Okay, Doug would like. Oh, Mike Beachman. I saw him. Somehow I missed your name, but it was Zippity Doo Dog, Mike Beachman, Donna, Katie Y, Kathy Hollister, Dre Houston, and Kevin. And Doug would like the 90s, the 1990s. Okay, here we go with the 1990s. Which actress popularized straightening shag haircut dubbed the Rachel during the 90s? Which actress popularized the straightened shag haircut dubbed the Rachel during the 90s? And we have the answer. It is Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston. And Katie Y got it first. Then Zippity Doo Dog. Donna. Mike B. Sebastian the Crab. Then LSU Mom, Dre, and Nico the Greco. Okay, good job. Now, Katie Y, you can pick the category. We have the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. So, Katie Y, you get to pick the category. The 50s through the 2000s. Okay, she would like the 80s. Okay. Here we go. What long-running sitcom debuted in 1989 featuring a group of friends living in New York City? What long-running sitcom debuted in 1989 featuring a group of friends living in New York City? And we have the answer. It is Friends. It is Friends. Sebastian the Crab got it first. Then LSU Mom. Katie Y. Oh, Doug and Donna did Seinfeld. Then we have Kathy Hollister, Kevin, and Dre. Good guesses though on the thing. I thought Friends started in 1990s. On there it said 1989. At the end of the 80s. Okay, Sebastian the Crab would like the 80s. Here we go. Which animated TV series premiered in 1989 following the adventures of a yellow dysfunctional family? Which animated TV series premiered in 1989 following the adventures of a yellow dysfunctional family? And we have the answer. It is The Simpsons. The Simpsons. So Donna got it first. Then Katie Y. Then Dre Houston. Sebastian the Crab. LSU Mom. Zippity Doo Dug. Kathy Hollister. Yellow gave it away. Yes. Good job, everyone. Okay, who got it first? Donna. You get to pick the category, Donna. You can do your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Okay, Donna wants to go to the 50s. The 1950s. Welcome in, Aaron Murphy. Here we go with the 1950s. In Walt Disney's Alice in Wonderland, who complains about being late? In Walt Disney's Alice in Wonderland, who complains about being late? And we have our answer. It is the White Rabbit. The White Rabbit. And Sebastian the Crab gets in there first with the White Rabbit. So Sebastian the Crab, then Dre Houston, Donna, Doug, LSU Mom. Yeah, unfortunately, not the Mad Hatter, the Tea Party guy. Kathy Hollister, Kevin, Nico. Good job, everyone. Okay, sticking with the 80s. Going back to the 80s. Here we go. Go back to the 80s. Here we go. Who won the Super Bowl in 1985, famously known as the Super Bowl Shuffle year? We have a local speakeasy called the White Rabbit. That's pretty cool. Who won the Super Bowl in 1985, famously known as the Super Bowl Shuffle year? And the thing blocking. And we have our answer. It is the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears. Sebastian the Crab comes in. Then Doug. Donna. Nico the Greco. Kevin. I know very little about football unless it's LSU. Okay, the 1970s. Sebastian the Crab picked the 1970s. Here we go. What former child star began a solo career and released his breakthrough album Off the Wall in 1979? Which former child star began a solo career and released his breakthrough album Off the Wall in 1979? And we have the answer. It is Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. So Zippity Doo Dug gets in there first. Then Katie Y. Then we have Donna. Mike Beachman. LSU Mom. Kathy Hollister. Dre, Nico the Greco. Doug's going back to the 80s. Here we go. Which famous space shuttle exploded shortly after the launch in 1986? Which famous space shuttle exploded shortly after launch in 1986? And it is the Challenger, the Space Shuttle Challenger. So we have Sebastian the Crab coming in first. And then we have Zippity Doo Dug, Katie Y, Dre Houston, then Donna, Mike B, LSU Mom, Kathy, Nico, and Kevin. Yep. There we go. Yes, it was not a very nice, good situation there back in the day. LSU Mom, I forgot them. Okay, Doug. LSU Mom, me too, with my 3-year-old. Yes, it was a very sad day. Sebastian the Crab says the 1970s. Here we go with the 1970s. Horses is the debut studio album by which influential musician? Horses is the debut studio album by which influential musician? From the 1970s. Horses is the debut studio album by which influential musician? And actually, if nobody gets this, I will get a new question just because honestly, I'm not even sure who it is either. So we'll see if anybody else gets the answer. Yeah, it was Patty Young, or I'm sorry, Patti Smith. Oh, Dre Houston got it. Dre Houston actually got it before I said it. I saw that. But it is Patti Smith. So Dre Houston gets the points. So good job, Dre Houston. But I don't even know. I probably heard of her songs, but don't even know who she is. Okay, so let's see. So Dre, you get to pick the category. Yeah, neither did I, but we probably know her songs. Okay, Dre's going back to the 80s. So good guess, Dre Houston. After this question, I'll give you a points update. Here we go. What popular arcade game featured a yellow character was released in 1980? What popular arcade game featuring a yellow character was released in 1980? And it's one of my favorite games. And it looks like mostly everybody got it. It was Pac-Man. Pac-Man. So we have Sebastian the Crab was first. Then LSU Mom. Donna. Katie Y. Kathy Hollister. Doug. Dre Houston. And Kevin. Okay. Sebastian Crab's going to stick with the 80s. Let me give you a point update. Donna has 17 points. Dave Stragan, 6. Kevin Theme Park Adventure, 16 points. 21 points for Zippity Doo Dog. Movie Mania Nick, 1 point. 17 points for Sebastian the Crab. Mike Beachman, 7 points. Dre Houston has 18 points. LSU Mom, 8 points. Nico the Greco, 6 points. Katie Y, 9 points. Kathy Hollister, 7 points. And Aaron with 1. Okay, the 1980s. So Doug has a slight lead. Here we go. Which popular toy line featuring small collectible figures was introduced in 1982? Which popular toy line featuring small collectible dolls was introduced in 1982? They were actually dolls, and I should have looked at that before that. So everybody can. And actually, Zippity Doo Dug gets the answer with Cabbage Patch Kids. Cabbage Patch Kids. So Zippity Doo Dug gets the answer correct. Polly Pockets is a good answer. And yeah, the Legos, but it was Cabbage Patch Kids. Great job, Doug. Yeah, I should have, before I did the small collectible figures, I should have changed that to dolls. So everyone would have had a better chance. But Doug came in with it with them. My sister had 10 of them and they were all creepy. I actually have a Cabbage Patch doll and a Cabbage Patch pet. I also have, yeah, sometimes if you race to the answer. But I actually had I still have it, the Cabbage Patch pet and doll. We stood in line for hours. Oh, wow. Okay, so let's see, Doug. Yeah, people were fighting like crazy too. Because I actually worked in a department store when those things came out, and our manager had to have them locked up in his office. Okay, Doug, you get to pick the category. Okay, you're sticking with the 80s. Here we go. Who was the first American woman to travel to space in 1983? Who was the first American woman to travel to space in 1983? And we have our answer. It is Sally Ride. Sally Ride. Love your answer, Doug. But Donna got it first with Sally Ride, then Katie Y, then Dre Houston, and Kevin. So good job, everyone. Okay, Donna, you get to pick your category. Okay, the 1960s. 1960s. Here we go. Uncle Fester, Lurch, and Thing were all characters in which TV series? Uncle Fester, Lurch, and Thing were all characters in which TV series? And we have our answer. It is the Addams Family. The Addams Family. So Katie Y gets it first. Then Sebastian the Crab. Donna. Dre Houston. Doug. Kevin, Nico the Greco, and LSU Mom. Good job, everyone. Okay, Katie would like the 80s. Katie would like the 80s. Okay, let's see if anybody can get this one. I was thinking Bonanza for a while. Didn't they have an Uncle Fester? That I'm not sure. They might have, but I'm not sure. But here we go with the 1980s. What was the name of the controversial tax cut policy introduced by Ronald Reagan in 1980? What was the name of the controversial tax cut policy introduced by Ronald Reagan in 1980s? What was the nickname of it? Usually I don't do the political questions, but I know the policy but can't think of the name. What was the name of the controversial tax cut policy introduced by Ronald Reagan in the 1980s? Everyone's trying to guess. I do see one person with the answer. It is the Reaganomics. Reaganomics. And Dre Houston got it. Dre Houston got it. I know I was going to know it when I saw Nico the Greco. Trickle down economics. That's what it kind of was like. But Dre Houston and Kathy Hollister got it also. Kathy Hollister. I was fine. Okay, Dre Houston. You get to pick the category. Dre Houston. No problem. Okay, she would like the 1970s. 1970s. Here we go. Who directed the 1974 Western comedy film Blazing Saddles? Who directed the 1974 Western comedy film Blazing Saddles? He directed a lot of funny comedy parody type things. And we do have the answer. It is Mel Brooks. Mel Brooks. So we have Dre Houston coming in first. Then we have Kathy Hollister, LSU mom. Donna, Katie Y, Zippity Doo Dug, and Nico the Greco. Good job, everyone. Okay. Dre Houston, you get to pick the next category. Sticking with the 70s or picking another decade? Okay, she'd like to go back to the 80s. 1980s. Here we go. What band released the album Back in Black in 1980? What band released the album Back in Black in 1980? And we have our answer. It is AC/DC. AC/DC. So Sebastian the Crab was first. Katie Y. Doug. Nico the Greco. Then we have Donna, Dre, Kevin, and LSU mom. Donna, Kevin, Dre. Okay, and LSU mom. Yes, gotta get your point. Okay, she's sticking with the 80s, Sebastian the Crab. Here we go. Which British band released the album Synchronicity in 1983? Which British band released the album Synchronicity in 1983? And if you know Keith from Lisa, Keith, and Joey, you know the answer. Welcome in, it's Joey's World. Okay, the answer is The Police. The Police. So we have Donna got it first. Then Sebastian the Crab. It's Joey's World. Then Dre Houston. Nico the Greco. I figure you weren't playing, so or you weren't in the lurching or whatever. So I did the answer to the question. So we have LSU mom. Make sure everybody gets the point. But welcome in. Oh, no problem. No problem, Lisa. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you. I figured, hey, Lisa isn't here. I'll do the question. Little did I know you're lurking in the background. Okay, who got it first? It was Donna. So, Donna, you get to pick the category. I think Keith saw The Police in Walt Disney World. Okay, we're going back to the 1950s. I love this story about it, though. That was really good. Let me grab a different card. I'm not surprised that they probably had stuff like that back in the early days of Disney World, of different concerts of people. I mean, look at all the different bands they have now. I mean, now some of them aren't as popular as they once were, but there might be some people out there that are popular now because of being at Walt Disney World. Here we go. with the 1950s. Which breed of dog was canine star Rin Tin Tin? Yeah, doggy should. Which breed of dog was canine star Rin Tin Tin? And Dre Houston gets it first with a German Shepherd. German Shepherd. So Dre Houston, then Donna, LSU Mom. It's Joey's World. Sebastian the Crab. Kevin. Doug. Nico the Greco. Sam loves Rin Tin Tin, believe it or not. I'm sure watching a lot of those older shows there. Okay, who came in first? That was Dre Houston. You get to pick the category, Dre. We'll be doing a couple more questions after this one. Check out Live in the Magic. They're live in the Magic Kingdom. Also, Joy S is live later. The This and That crew. Check out It's Joey's World. Check out Dean of the Live Place, theliveplace.com. He also does a Thursday night show at 7 p.m. Also, check out This Our Dreams. Samantha Lowe, Jennifer Caruso, and Zippy Doo Dog. Okay, she's sticking with this. She's doing the 70s, 1970s. Here we go. What electronic game of memory skill created a series of tones and lights and required the players to repeat the sequence? What electronic game of memory skill created a series of tones and lights and required the player to repeat the sequence? And we have our answer. It is Simon. Simon. I love that game. I still love it. I actually still have that game, Simon. But a newer version came out. So we have Sebastian the Crab. Looks like she was first. Then we have Donna. Yeah, Boppet's a good answer, but Simon was back in the 90s or 70s. So Sebastian the Crab, Donna, Dre Houston. It's Joey's World. LSU Mom. Zippity Doo Dog. Nico the Greco. That's what I meant. A typo. Yes, I love that game. I still play it. Okay, Sebastian the Crab would like the 80s. The 1980s. Here we go. Who directed the film E.T. the Extraterrestrial, released in 1982? Who directed the film E.T. the Extraterrestrial, released in 1982? And we have our answer. It is Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg. So we have Sebastian the Crab was first. Oh, it's going to be a tight finish. Zippity Doo Dog. Donna. It's Joey's World. Dre Houston. LSU Mom. KDY. And Kevin. Yes, pretty much. Okay, sticking with the 80s, Sebastian the Crab. Here we go. Looking for a good one. Ah, here we go. Who played the character Tony Maselli in the TV series Who's the Boss? Who played the character Tony Maselli in the TV series Who's the Boss? Yes, Lisa, I went back to watch last week's replay. I was actually watching them and participating the week before, but then I missed last week. But I went back to watch a replay, and it is very well done. So, yes, check out Dean on Thursday nights for the variety show on the live plays. The answer is Tony Danza. Tony Danza was the answer. So, Sebastian the Crab got it first. Then we have Katie Y. Then we have Dre Houston. It's Joey's World. Donna. LSU Mom. Nico the Greco. Okay, the 1980s. Two more questions. So this one and then one more. Let's go back to the 1980s. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Who sang the rock anthem Pour Some Sugar on Me in 1987? Who sang the rock anthem Pour Some Sugar on Me in 1987? And we have our answer. It is Def Leppard. Def Leppard. So we have Sebastian the Crab, then Katie Y. It's Joey's World. Doug. Dre Houston. Donna. Nico the Greco. And Kevin with Def Leppard. Okay, Sebastian the Crab, you get to pick the last category. She's sticking with the 80s, the 1980s. Okay, get your fingers ready. Here we go. Who had a hit song, Material Girl, in 1985? Who had a hit song, Material Girl, in 1985? And we have the answer. It was Madonna. Madonna. So Sebastian the Crab. Then, let's see. Sebastian the Crab, Dre Houston, Donna. It's Joey's World. Katie Y. Nico the Greco. Kevin and Doug and LSU Mom. Kevin, Doug, LSU Mom. Good job, everyone. Late answer, had to take a phone call. No problem. Okay, I'm going to add up the points and we'll see who won. Okay, our big winner this evening was Dre Houston with 33 points. Dre Houston was the winner with 33 points. Second place was Sebastian the Crab with 32 points. And Zippity Doo Dug had third place, 31 points. Also, Donna had 30 points. Kevin, Theme Park Adventure, 24 points. Lisa, It's Joey's World, 7 points. Dave Stragan, 6 points. Mike Beachman, 7 points. LSU Mom, 17 points. Nico the Greco, 16 points. KDY, 19 points. And Kathy Hollister had 9 points this evening. Great job, everyone. I hope you had fun. This way, when I did the 2 points for the first person, the answer kind of gave a little more competition and some different challenges there because Sebastian the Crab really worked her way up by getting a lot of those first. So she almost won it but Dre Houston held on with 1 point. So congratulations, everyone. Have a great night. Thank you all for joining. I hope to see y'all at another time. Like I said, keep the notification bell rung. The other night I went live for 80s movie trivia. That might happen again. I might put out some quick Disney trivia. Also, I might be going live in some locations around the area. So have a great night, everyone. We will see you in the chats and let the adventures begin. Good night, everyone. Bye.